Students in Fargo High School that take Engineering 101 have the option of completing additional online lessons. The students who completed the additional online lessons performed better in the course than students who did not take additional online lessons. Which of the following is an appropriate conclusion? So in this case, you might actually be surprised by what the answer actually is. And I'm going to give you the answer first and then walk you through exactly why the answer. In fact, actually, let's not do that. Let's go through each one of these step by step so that you're not biased towards any of them. So let's look at letter choice A. Completing additional online lessons will improve the course performance for any student that takes any engineering course. Well, this is not going to be correct because in this case, the information that they give us is only for Engineering 101, right? So it's only for Engineering 101, so it's not going to give us any information about students that take any engineering course. So we can't extrapolate that from this information that they've given us. So A is immediately incorrect because it's specifically talking about Engineering 101. Let's look at letter choice B. Completing additional online lessons will improve the course performance for any student that takes Engineering 101. Now, this may be a tempting answer in this case, right? This might be a very, very tempting answer. So we're going to keep this on the maybe pile, right? Okay, so we're going to keep this one on the maybe pile. Let's look at letter choice C. Completing additional online lessons improve the course performance for students that took Engineering 101. So this right here is kind of along the same lines as B. But it's saying something slightly different, right? So in letter choice B, it's saying that completing online lessons will improve the course performance for any student that takes Engineering 101, right? For any students that takes Engineering 101, it'll improve their performance if they take the online lessons. And then C is saying that completing the online lessons is what improved the performance for students that took Engineering 101. So it's similar, but there's a subtle difference between the two. And both of these are actually, in fact, incorrect. These are not correct because there is no way we can draw a conclusion. There's not enough information given to us here that says taking the online courses leads to better grades, right? Better performance or better grades or whatever you want to call it. Right? There is nothing in here that says taking one leads to the other. It just says both of these things happened together. So all they're doing is saying that, students who took the online lessons got better grades or performed better in this case. But it doesn't tell us why it happened. It doesn't tell us how that happened. The correct answer is actually D for donut because we can't really draw a conclusion that says taking the online lessons improved their performance in the engineering course. And this is simply because correlation is not causation. It's possible that students that got better grades were also more motivated to do better in the class, and so they ended up taking the online lessons anyways. So it could be some other factor here, some X factor that leads to both better grades and them completing the online course. So you'll have to think logically on this exam. So there's not really a conclusion that you can draw from something like this. B and C might seem like tempting answers, but you want to be very careful about these things because you want to make sure that you account for the possibility that, just because the two happened together does not mean that they were, one was caused by the other. And just because one thing happened after the other does not mean that it was caused by the thing that came first. I think in Latin it's called the fallacy I think is named as post hoc ergo propter hoc. After it, therefore because of it. And it's usually not true. In fact, it's rarely true. So you want to make sure that you don't fall into these kinds of logical traps. You want to make sure you analyze each choice and see if you can find the evidence that they've given you in this case. So our correct answer is letter choice D. We cannot draw any conclusion regarding the students that took the additional online lessons and their performance in the engineering course.